saying? We talk about the history of rap, right? We also got Chuck Chill Out in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving him props. He's all the way back there. You know what I'm saying? We right here representing Essos. I came and hooked up with her. We was talking about old school and basically the roots. You know what I'm saying? I was basically talking about how I feel about old school. I think that the roots has kind of been lost. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good because we taking hip hop to a commercial level where, you know, you may look at TV and you see a commercial, a cereal commercial with his hip hop. So it's all good. But I think that the roots have been, you know, it's lost. The art form. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of rhymers out here, but there's very few MCs who's taking hip hop to another level, you know, and it's lyrics. It's all about lyrics. Speaking about lyrics. Link Q. Evacuate the building, bodies about to hit ceilings in case of stampedes, so casualties towards the railings. I got the feeling you'll be tailing my direction like an infection, the way I inflame vocal sections. You need protection, more stronger than the latex or playtex. When I kick my rhymes, MC stay vexed. Reflex, it's set to get to body tosses. The way I send them through the air, you'll swear they're flying saucers. Changing courses cause some take off like jets and don't come down just yet until we all look like specks. As they fall, some hit the walls like handballs. How many hit the floor, I'm not too sure. Can't call, but y'all, I add more Vicks to injured lists. Tongue and lips kick more tricks than a French kiss. If you insist your biggest wish will be surviving, this drop zone is the home for body lying. Border 9-6, word up. Link Q representing Ace Entertainment. Brooklyn, Queens, Miles, what's up? Peace, y'all. Mad love in the house.
That was Link Q. That's messed up though. Link Q in the house, rocking some freestyle. That was fat. We got, okay, we have Gabby Cab, Rock.
What's up, baby? No doubt.
Chuck Chill Out in the house. Let's go.
What up, Sticky in the Hood?
What's going on, man?
She Entertainment, Fat Wax.
No doubt. You know
Old
how
school.
we do. Old school.
Old school.
Old school.
Rules. See
ya.
True school. Representing. Peace out, New York.
Thank you. Half Dog, who goes way back, because I remember I met you. You was with Flash at a birthday party.
Yeah, we've been doing this for quite a while. Me and Flash been rocking since about 1981 and whatnot. And I've seen this hip hop thing come down, and it's really amazing where we've gotten to. I want to say especially, it feels good to see Cold Crush be 20 years in the mix and still doing this game. It means a lot to me personally. See, I come from the old school of hip hop, back when we did it in the parks where we did it for free. And now to see that people are actually making millions of dollars off of it really makes me feel good. And by the way, I'm coming out with a new record label called Lumberjack Records. I got a couple of groups on it so far. Naya Bingy, they got Make It Hot out. Ill Mental Vision with Don't Test, and the Sorry Souls whole organization. We're coming out for like 1996. And when we hit the airwaves, y'all gonna know this is the beginning of the end. Lumberjack Records, interview.
The video that you gave me, what video is that?
Oh, let's Make It Hot. That's by the group Naya Bingy. And the music is done by JB the Baker. And CEO of our company, Ed Nicky Scarfo, we just doing our thing. Me, I'm Kev Dog. Been doing it for 20 years and better. It's about time to do it right.
There you go. All right, thanks.
Good to see you, too.
Good seeing you. That was Kev Dog in the house. Link Q, you saw Sticky, you saw Chuck Chill Out, Grand Wizard Theater at the 20th Cold Crush anniversary. They got it going on. Crazy mad people representing in the house. It's a fat party. Y'all should have been here, all right? Y'all. What's up? We're still at the Cold Crush anniversary, 20th anniversary, and you know we have mad people in the house. Right about now we have Supernatural, we have TC Islam, we have
Soundwave, Future Moses,
and Future Moses. Yeah, you look like Moses.
The real alien nation.
Damn, right?
The real alien nation.
He looks like Moses, y'all. The real alien nation?
The real alien nation.
Okay, all right, that's cool. Well, basically the show is about the history of rap. We're gonna talk about the history because a lot of the times, people do not know about old old school and where rap originated from, like the true essence. So that's what this show is about. It's basically to promote and to show the history of rap. So we're going to build a little bit on that. So what do you have to say about rap, and who do you know and who did you like back in the days?
Always, Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5. To me, Melly Mel is the man. Alright, Melly Mel made these brothers. That's always been my crest, Melly Mel. You know, of course, Crow Cuss Brothers, Treacherous 3, and all the old school. Much, much big up to DJ Kool Herc, though, because without Kool Herc, a lot of this would not went down. And always respect due to my grandpa, Big Bam. And we got the what? The third son right here? Fourth son?
Fourth son.
Fourth son?
TC Islam, fourth son of the Godfather, Bambaataa. Like I said, this the real Alienation clique, and we just abducting everybody in hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, and keeping it, and we ain't gonna say keeping it real, we keeping it alive, because we the babies of hip-hop here. I'm the baby of the Cold Crush, the baby of the Treacherous 3, you know what I'm saying, all that. When I first saw Kaz and them in Bronx River Center, I knew what I wanted to be, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had to sneak out the crib and everything, all that, you know, and just, you know, representing Zulu Nation as the world spokesman, it's only fair that, you know, just don't dig just the rap aspect of this culture or the DJing or the graph or the dance. There's a whole social awareness movement, you know what I'm saying, that we oppressed. We always gonna be oppressed out here. But yo, let's ventilate our oppression, you know what I'm saying, do something positive like hip hop instead of bringing the clap, you know what I'm saying, that they're having in rap. Hip hop ain't having none of that, you know what I'm saying? And we the fourth generation representing this shit to the fullest. So what's up, me wife?
All right, we're going back to Moses now. Let's chat a little bit about old school.
Old school is kind of like Genesis, and what you're looking at now is the revelation.
Break it down.
Or the prophets and the coming of the revelation.
Break it down.
If Kool Herc and those who came with him were Alpha, then I and my alien brothers are Omega.
Break it down.
Happy are those who eat at my supper.
That's right.
I and what all of hip-hop is to be one day. Don't just listen to me and think I'm some kind of fool, and look at me and think I'm a clown. I am future Moses. I am at the threshold of the nexus. What you will be, I have already seen. Learn from us. You and me, all of us. I'm an extension of you. You're my female side, I'm your male alter ego. Your superhero. For real, don't laugh, it's all real. The aliens is coming. A lot of people talking about New World Order don't know what it is. They don't. New World Order, y'all got to get deep, people. Y'all got to pass the information any way you can. Facts, the internet, books, pamphlets, however you get that information, get it across. The only way to stop it, to defeat it, is through revolution. Are you afraid of the future?
Mental, spiritual.
Revolution, yes. Now we're going to supernatural in the house, all right? Super.
Wonderful, fantastic, magnificent.
The hardest working man in the galaxy.
See? Yo, to me, old school means a lot to me because, for one, not originally coming from the planet of New York, then commuting here, I had to get bits and pieces of everything that I could grasp. So I had Cold Crush tapes, little bits and pieces. I had things from when Kool Herc was DJing. I had things from when Grandmaster Flash then was DJing. All types of tapes that was sent to me and given to me by different people that I collected. So that's how Supernatural wouldn't even be here or exist if there wasn't an old school, because I had to study them to perfect what I do now, you know. So old school to me means a lot, you know, and these brothers, you know, to have them even being here doing the 20th anniversary in commemorance of them is something special, because that doesn't happen a lot of times. You know, they all still living and they still doing their thing. They older brothers and they still love hip hop, and that goes to show you that music lasts forever, it's infinite. And it's just time to master it, knowledge self. Peace, that's what I feel.
Can you kick a little freestyle, bud?
I got poetics and lyrics. Yo, I bring the spirits. I'm nice. TC called you. Me wife. It's ice. Yo, brother, every time I froze this, over there with the blonde is the future Moses. Every time that I rock, never been a slave. Over here is the one sound wave. Hey, freak it, yeah, with the delegate. Can't forget the kid that they call the funky alien. Every time I grab the mic and I slip, I heard you was the sister of the one whip. So whip it each and every time that I could flip. Supernatural educated, never illiterate.
Thank you, that was fat. You always go up with when you freestyle. Was he fat? Oh, yes, he was. He threw down on the Zulu anniversary. Anyway, this is on the real. We have the 20th Cold Crush anniversary, and it's all fat, it's all good. We got Supernatural in the house. TC Islam, help me out.
Let him know, let him know.
Old school, my old school, my old school. It's the Z-O-U-N-D, W-A-V-E-Z, U-L-U, the Zulu Voodoo. Fantastic Force was the name of our crew. Back in 85, we dip, dive, then so socialized. Now it's 1990. Why does it got to be so damn tough to get a record deal for real? This music belongs to us. I bust the B-boy stance and then freeze to put you in the trance. Or better yet, do a slam on the concrete or write all over your name like Spence did on Beach Street. You know what I'm saying? Futuristic motion.
Bless this, bless this.
Listen, this is more of a prophetic rendition than it is a rhyme. Oh come ye, hear my prophecies today. The satanic one world government, new world order's on its way. It will destroy the economy, make drastic change of plans, biochips in our foreheads and barcodes in our hands. There will be no privacy. They'll know everything you do. There's no escaping the tyranny of new world order when Big Brother watches you. Do the knowledge, pass on the information. New world order is real. It's not just some shit you see on TV. Peace.
Big Brother.
All right, again, that was Future Moses. Oh, that was real deep now, bringing religion into the piece. That's real deep. Yeah. I feel the vibe. I mean.
Just the vibe we just bring when we come inside the place.
Yeah, I do.
There's some next shit for real.
Yeah, that's deep. It's totally different.
And yo, we will say on TV, there's not a clique in New York that can lyrically. We on some battle shit too, whatever, bring it.
All right.
And big up to my bro, River Whip, and my cousin Donald D up on the West Coast. Forget about that East Coast, West Coast bull crap, you know what I'm saying? We representing for people.
Let's get lyrical with it. Let's get lyrical with it.
That's right, peace. That's what it's about, peace and unity. Again, thanks guys, thanks for performing, thanks for being here, I'm glad. And I'm your host, Carmen Whippin', and we're at the 20th Cold Crush anniversary. And in the house today, we have, finally, KRS.
Your screen is glowing. Put your hand on the screens.
It's glowing. You don't know what it took to get him over here. We also had My Lion in the house.
Kadisha Gumba, give thanks and praise while Big Spliff plays for the 96 days, okay?
Well, Chris, I have an interview show about old school, and we're talking about the history of rap. We want to get to the roots. We want to basically get to where it started. We want to let people know where rap really originated from.
Well.
Take the mic.
Well, big up. Hip-hop started just like that. An MC with a mic and a crowd. And it started in the Bronx to start. But we gotta say, we gotta give mad respect out to Brooklyn, Uptown, Queens, Staten Island, the whole of New York City, because everybody came through. You know, just because a party was thrown in New York didn't mean that, you know, only Manhattan came to a Manhattan party or Brooklyn came to a Brooklyn party or Bronx. Everybody from New York would go to wherever, the Roxy, the T-Connection, wherever it was, that's where people went to. And I just like to say, you know, it's funny how things are today, you know, with the age of technology and videos and stuff like that. You know, we're sort of getting away from how an MC is created and how an MC makes his or herself. So I just like to say to all the people out there, when you're thinking about how hip-hop started and the origination of it, you gotta think of hip-hop more than just the art. It's a way of thinking, it's a lifestyle, it's an inner city lifestyle. And hip-hop can be expressed in the way you drive a car, in the way you conduct business, in the way you eat, in the way you drink, in the way you have sex. Everything. It's the way you approach things. So just to clarify that before I give it over to Mad Lion, hip-hop, for most of us, began in the inner cities as a tool to I'll put it this way, when we looked around and we saw nothing that expressed ourselves, we created our own expression. And by creating our own expression, we have hip-hop. In other words, when they gave us Leonardo da Vinci and said, study this, we said, nah, we getting down with the aerosol art. When they gave us ballet and proper dance, we said, nah, here comes the rock steady crew, New York City Breakers. And of course, you know what time it is on the singing and lyrics and so on. So just remember, you don't have to do things the way it's always been done. Humanity and all of civilization progresses by contradicting what has already happened. So if you keep doing the same old thing, you're not doing hip-hop. You're only doing hip-hop when you change the way things are and come with something new. So, having said that, Mad Lion, give us the history of even before hip-hop started, where hip-hop came from.
Where hip-hop came from is the idealistic flex. Comes straight from Jamaica. What I want y'all to understand is that hip-hop and dancehall reggae is both considered dub poetry. When I say dub poetry, it means lyricists or poets expressing themselves over beats. And this was done in Jamaica from 1972 with DJs like I-Roy, U-Roy, setting the trend for other DJs like Yellow Man back up in the 80s and stuff like that. Now, if all y'all don't know, Kool Herc is a Jamaican, and he was the first DJ to come to New York with a sound system and started scratching out. You know what I'm saying? He's the first one to scratch a record and stuff like that. And it started like from right there, people expressing themselves over beats with poetry, you know what I'm saying? Talking about their lifestyle that's around them and everything. You know what I'm saying? As Chris said, you know what I mean? It contradicts how we live by the videos and stuff like that because, you know what I mean? That's some insignificant self-portrayal of undeniable belief of garbage. You know what I'm saying? You know, it doesn't express the real lifestyle of a true hip-hop artist or even a true reggae artist, you know what I mean? But what happened is that the business got so controlled under so much, you know, restrictions and stuff like that, that it's keep to the true underground, you know what I mean, which a lot of people is not searching for the true hip-hop. What people are doing nowadays, they're rapping, and, you know, and not living the culture of hip-hop itself or reggae. You know what I mean? They're just living the sugar-free, you know what I'm saying, pop boy, b-boy type style, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about their players and hustlers, you know what I'm saying? But it never really started that way, and I just want y'all to understand that. And on that note, Mad Lion is popping style, and we're out, because we're higher than a guy.
Can you just say, give a shout out to City College, because we're students of City College.
Student at City College, maximum respect in every aspect, you know what I'm saying? And give thanks and praise while Big Spliff blaze. Saying, because without those nice significant trees, a lot of people couldn't study knowledge for days. Massive respect, Mad Lion out.
All right, thanks a lot for the interview. That was Mad Lion. We had KRS-One, Cold Crush, Crash Crew, Fantastic, Grand Wizard Theodore. We had Lin Q. We had the Rock Steady. Who else did we have? We had the Fearless Four, Mercedes Ladies, I gotta catch them. We had the Treacherous Three. Kool Herc, we didn't even get to interview Kool Herc. We had Supernatural. We had the Crash Crew. This is how much love Cold Crush got. This is how much love Old School gets. This is the history. This is how it is. It was very peaceful. It was very calm, quiet. It was fat. The performances were nice. I mean, everything was all good, and this is the way all parties should be. This is basically a history. This is the roots. For y'all who don't know your roots, this is the roots. So you watch the show and you listen to what's being said, because what they're doing today is basically the same thing. It stems from old school rap. So again, know your history, because you never know where you come from till you know where you're at. Peace.
Yo, why don't we just cut off something? So all my body catching, work moving, from Rutland Road to Elm City. Big up yourself, hypodermic needles. Always. Cat, big up yourself. Yeah. Always. talking and you never talk again. When I walk in, then your life shortened. You had a vision. Who in the kitchen wouldn't listen? Now he's missing. Berkowitz hurting it from the work again in the east. Amazing. Jetting to New Haven. It's blazing your chest, getting caved. The smoke fills your lungs. The work ain't done. Get in, son. Neighborhood kids get run cracks in cities. Black Macs and biddies. Mac the titties. Get smacked at this. The hypodermic needle on the set banging. Brains hanging like brothers in the studio. I'm saying. Sell in the realm of the L. Too well. The Detroit rings bells. Kevorkian got blast. Went to hell so deep. A prophecy fulfilled by others I beat. But it was just a dream for the plug now. Sleep.
Long as Jah keeps on putting earth under the sun. Long as a man protect himself in land with guns. Long as I keep on drinking water from the sky. Until these fiends can handle work and not get high.
After I killed them, I washed my hands in brown iodine. Just in case the criminologists try to define that it was me that caused all the mayhem. 5 in the AM, running down hills like a train. Now I'm saying I didn't have to blow his brains. Why'd I do it? Let's just say senseless shame. Some are fortune, some are female, some are fame. But me, I take the first and better since birth. Now let's get back to the story of how the speller gets smurf. He wore the right amount of jewelries on the born brothers' turf. In other words, territorial makes many brothers a memorial. Just read your editorial.
Long as Jah keeps on putting earth under the sun. Long as a man protect himself in land with guns. Long as I keep on drinking water from the sky. Until these fiends can handle work and not get high.
The steady body rocking, the hypodermic got your vein popping, brain bopping, concocting toxins in your oxygen bubbles. Follow through my travels and troubles, check the needle tip, sap the soul of the spiritual. Lyrical stimuli be the fly breeze. My mental state is high, chocolate time memories. My joint is megabone, on and on, taking the throne. On the label supported by baked stones, can you dig it? Dug it, breathe me, get rugged, beat tones like Dominique Simone. So why bust burn terms, decompose like worms. More conflict than Leonard Hearns, cool breeze burns, contradiction of thoughts. The total concentration, bomb detonation. Sonata bring a lot of devastation. Brothers ain't surviving ground zero from the heart of the ghetto. It's Breeze the Brown Hero. Hypodermic for the circulation. Rock the nation.
Long as Jah keeps on putting earth under the sun. Long as a man protect himself in land with guns. Long as I keep on drinking water from the sky. Until these fiends can handle work and not get high.